So today I'm having a chat with Jennifer, or would you like me to call you Jenny or Jennifer? Is Jennifer a bit too...
Jenny's fine.
Okay.
If I'm Jennifer, I'm in trouble.
Oh, you know what? It's funny because that's something that people told me right away when I moved to the UK, and it didn't make sense to me because in France you just called by your normal name, like your birth name. There's no like nicknames. Well, it's becoming a little bit more common, but
Yeah.
I remember, I know I'm sidetracked. I used to have an assistant. He was lovely. He was like at least a head taller than me. And he was called Matthew. And I kept on calling him Matthew. And he said, just stop it because I think I'm in trouble. And I was like, what? It's just one of these things, you know, you learn. Interesting. Anyway, I'm digressing. So thank you so much for accepting to come and have a chat with me, to talk about what it's like to be my VIP. And I hope you're happy, but we'll see.
I'm
Please
stoked.
answer really, really from the heart, because I want people to feel that you're telling the truth, you know, that you're really here to share and help them decide.
I'm not very good at lying.
Oh, good.
I'm not very good at lying, so it will guaranteed it'll be the truth. I think we're only 6 weeks in or something, aren't we? But it's just been amazing so far.
We started in July, so I suppose July. So about 2 months.
Maybe it's 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 8 weeks, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
No,
so the first question I had for you, because I tried to structure this a little bit, is how long did you follow me until you decided to be my VIP? I'm just curious about that.
Okay, so I have seen you around the Heart Centered group and heard mention of you through someone that I'm in a weekly meeting with. So maybe longer than you think.
Yeah, probably.
I did start noticing you more through your card readings. I think I jumped on a few of those, and you know, you were always very considerate and, you know, trying to serve everyone completely. Like, you didn't just rush through it, which I thought was really great. And then I did the 5-day challenge, I think. So it was from that you actually picked my response as for a prize.
Yes.
And that was basically confirmation for me that we were meant to work together. So that was...
I had no idea. How fun is life, isn't it?
It's amazing. So, because I posted that, you know, I had a question about some offer or something, and you said, oh, you might want to look at my page because there's, you know, something interesting there. And that was me finding out that I'd won the challenge competition. So that was exciting. And yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm meant to be working with you. And then, yeah, is that enough for now, or should I keep going?
No. So when I said how long, so is it like a year, 6 months?
How long? So
roughly, I mean,
12 months, I think, since I first saw your name. Yeah,
that's interesting.
But then when we started, you were like, oh, you're not on my mailing list, you're not on this, you know, not in my group. And I'm like, no, none of that. Been stalking from afar.
And it was a complete surprise for me. People who sign up for my VIPs are always complete surprises.
They're out there.
Getting used to that. Yeah, now it's random. Well, it's not random. The universe is not random, but it feels random to me. Although I also feel very blessed to work with you. It's such a pleasure.
Thank you.
So yeah, you already answered my question too. What was the defining moment? I would like to know on the intuition scale. If 0 was like you never got anything, and 10 is like you can read people and you get messages every day and you're tuned in, tapped on like 24/7, where would you say you were before starting to work with me?
Before the intuition challenge, I probably might have said 5.
Okay.
I think I even did, because I think you do score us in there, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think doing that challenge just helped me realise that what I was guessing was intuition actually was intuition, and probably boosted my confidence. Maybe an 8.
Okay. Well, I prefer to know. The reason why I'm asking this question is because I actually I hope I'm not going to offend anyone saying this, but I prefer to work with women who are on the lower end of the scale, but sort of like between 3 and 5, because I know I can take them that much further, rather than, and that's, I'm going to contradict myself, I'm sure, but I've worked with people who were far further on the scale, and we still had an amazing time. Christina's going to share about it, but
Yeah,
I
it's
suppose
probably
my ideal
relative
client
to.
is more mainstream, is more bricks and mortar, is more, but she is intrigued. She's interested.
Yeah, but maybe you would count me more lower in the scale anyway than what I'm giving myself. So.
Well, I'll never. I don't rate people, actually. I really don't.
Yeah, yeah.
In the challenge, it's more to help people see the
Yes.
progress they can do in a week
Yes.
just by going
Yes.
through the little tasks, which are, it was out of curiosity for me.
Mm.
Okay, and what kind of space were you in before you started working with me in your business?
It was. Oh gosh, I'm still working that one out. My business is quite fluid because of all the different parts and family as well. So, but when you say what space was I in, I was in a fantastic space when I booked in the VIP, and then I went into a big hole, like because of a few events which happened. And so when I think we had our first meeting, I was basically sitting in the dark sobbing. So, but back to where I am now, it's been such a great journey. And we've started promoting on LinkedIn and starting to get a plan together of what we are going to achieve. So, yeah, it's been amazing, really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Explain to me, to our listeners, what do you do for business?
So my main role at the moment is a business broking. So I'm helping people understand the value of their business and how they can increase the saleability of their business.
Okay, so you would say it's more of a brick and mortar kind of business, yeah?
It is. It is, yes.
And what would you say at this point, and then we're not finished, was the biggest outcome from working with me?
Just getting that self-belief back.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
I do believe
it really does. That's the foundation, I think, under everything. You can't reach up for creativity until you've got that firm base. So, yeah, it's very important.
And which quality do you like in me as a mentor? Which is the favorite bit when we work together?
I don't even know if I can put a word on it. I think it's like, for me, it comes through your name. You're the light. You give me support and encouragement, and you're just guiding the way. So you just got a beautiful, supportive spirit, I think. Not judgmental or any. I did try a few different coaches before I found you, so they just weren't quite the right fit. I maybe didn't know why, but everything that you do just rings amazing for me. So that's why.
Oh, thank you. And I'm glad that you found, it could have been someone else, but I'm glad that you found the right support. And I always say to potential clients, people who are interested in working with me, we have to make sure that we are the perfect match. I'm not interested in numbers. I want the perfect clients. And I don't see, perfect clients is not people who are perfect. Let's put this clear right away. It's people who are exactly on my wavelength and I'm on their wavelength, so that we work in harmony and that it's a good match. You know what I mean? And the more you use your intuition to choose a coach, actually, the more likely you are.
Do you remember when we pulled the card?
Yes. Yeah. You want to share that, actually? Because it was incredible.
Yeah. So I got the business oracle cards from Ange and I've never had a deck of cards before. So I was like, how do I use these? What do I do? And you basically told me, and this card that came, I think you pulled first.
I didn't tell you what I pulled, but I pulled first.
But you didn't tell me what she pulled. And then my card came up and I pulled it up, and it was mindset, and Ange had the same card. So from across the world, we both, pulled the same card. So it was just like, just meant to be.
That was pretty mind-blowing. It's never happened to me before. Never. I'm glad you mentioned the cards, because that's one of the bonuses that my VIPs get. I don't sell them at the moment. The
bonuses just never end with Ange.
Oh, thank you. I love these cards. I do. I actually pull a card for me every day. and that sets the tone. And I don't always understand why I pulled that card, but very, very quickly it makes sense. So I just love playing with them. And I think it's important that we can have decks when we start on our intuition journey that are specialized in business, because there's nothing like that out there. And when you start on your intuition, cards can be a great tool to confirm or kind of focus your attention. So I'm glad you enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
So last question, and then after that I'd like you to tell us where we can find you, obviously in the group, because you're an ambassador, and I'm very grateful that you've agreed to be an ambassador for my work.
Looking
but
forward
what would
to
you
it.
say to someone who's sitting on the fence about investing
VIP?
because it's quite in a big VIP package, a 3 months package?
They will know that they're the right person because they won't even need to make the decision. They'll just be clicking here and paying the money like I did.
Okay.
And the money will be there.
Yeah.
Or an arrangement might be made.
Yeah.
If required. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's how they'll know.
Where can people
it's the
find
decision
you?
You don't have to make. So I am on LinkedIn under my name, I believe, Jennifer Graham. I've also got a Facebook page for my business brokering work. And yes, I'll be in the group, of course.
And you offer a service that I didn't know you did, which is spending planning, which is very, very powerful for business owners, to make sure that you have the cash flow, that you have your projections, that you stay on track and all that. So I want people to keep that in mind, that even if you don't have a business to sell, you have some really beautiful offerings.
Yeah, definitely can do one-to-one support with personal spending or business spending, either way.
Yeah, and also, so you'll be offering some short, like 15-20 minute course for people if they want to ask you more questions about what it's like to work with me.
I have got a link set up for that and bookings.
Okay, so we'll put it under the video so that everybody can.
I am in Australia though, so
yes, but there's people from all over the world.
Awesome.
What I love about my following is that I have people in America and Australia, mostly in Australia actually, funnily enough. And now I'm starting a bit in the UK as well. So it's very diverse, and I'm blessed that I have actually ambassadors all over the world, really. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's what I figure. We can all cover all the time zones.
Yeah, exactly. We're already a global enterprise.
Exactly.
I'm joking. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, Jenny.
You're welcome.
Look forward to seeing you in the group and, of course, in our sessions. Very, very
Can't wait.
And bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.